Hey guys, I'm Meteorologist Chris Tomer. Lots to talk about today as far as mountain weather. First, the warmth and the lack of snow, creating a expanding list of delayed openings. I wrote about it on my blog this morning. Go on, take a look at it. I put some views of what it actually looks like. Tahoe, I mean, it is just so dry. Lower on the mountain, the base areas, a lot of these places are at 6,200 to 6,900 feet. So I look at that. North Star, Heavenly, Steamboat, moving their opening day back. Also, Solitude is now on the list. Telluride in Colorado. I mean, southern Colorado has just been so dry. So I've got the list there. I talk about a study you might want to look at. And also did an update as far as weekend snow chances on here. Take a look at all that. Got some interesting graphics on there. All right, so let's jump into this. Here's radar and satellite. There are two cold fronts. The first one is fast, minor, and moisture-starved, moving through Colorado. There's another one behind it out over the Pacific Ocean. That one will be a weekend storm. So let's time these out. The one in Colorado blows through. This is the view tomorrow morning at 5. Snow would be blue. Notice that it's very light, the shadings of blue. So it's a very light snow, very narrow band through Colorado. There's some light leftover snows in Wyoming, in parts of Idaho, but all that's gone. By the time we get into Thursday morning, most of the west is dry at this point and just waiting and warm, waiting on the next storm system. Here it comes, hitting the west coast. Now this will overspread snow by Friday morning into the Tetons, parts of Idaho and western Montana. There's still some leftover snows in the Pacific Northwest as well. So by Saturday morning, still looking at some snow up there in the Tetons, and that's kind of my message. If you're thinking about skiing this weekend, I would look at Wyoming, and you'll see it in the snow numbers coming up. That's one of the areas that could receive moderate to, in some cases, heavy snow, while most of the remaining west is only going to see light snow accumulation. So that's Saturday morning at 5. Rolling into Sunday morning at 5, some light snows and wind spreading through parts of the central to northern mountains of Colorado. A storm up in the extreme Pacific Northwest and more so British Columbia at that point. But as far as snow numbers go, between now and Sunday morning at 5, you can see the numbers here. Most places are only going to have light snow accumulations of 1 to 4 inches, and that covers 90% of the locations as far as the ski areas. There are some exceptions. That's why I said look at the Tetons. Jackson Hole, Grand Targhee will be pushing moderate to heavy accumulations. Look at those two spots, and then potentially the backcountry around Cameron Pass. You can see I've got a 10 there through Sunday at 5 a.m. Other parts of Colorado are generally 1 to 4, maybe 5 on the high side, but this is the way it looks right now. There's just not a lot there. Even with 2 storms coming through, they're both so meager and fast moving. But we'll look at it tomorrow. Always appreciate you tuning in here. Thank you as always. Take care.